If you think about like, I would say 75% of our industry, of any industry, are just people clocking in to get a paycheck. They don't care beyond anything they don't have to care about. And they don't go above and beyond to think about little details because they're just there, right? They just don't care. So if you're the person who really does, you're going to stand out. So when I sat up this morning, I put a bunch of different estimates together. Some of them were like $6,000, some of them were like $250. But I sent all of these invoices out, and immediately within 10 minutes, paid. My phone just kept lighting up. And this isn't something that doesn't normally happen. This happens every single time with me. So what I do, how I show up, clean, professional, respectful. I make sure that I wear black booties, right? I'm wearing a black shirt, black hat. Like I just come into their space exuding professionalism and respect for their home. Everything that I do with every one of my customers, I show up when I say I'm going to show up. I follow through every single time. I remove all of the worry out of their mind. I teach customers like this is how something's supposed to work, and it's not doing this. So this is the problem, right? I don't just say, we got to replace your whole house because there's a shorty thing and it's not working, right? Like I don't act like an idiot or that I'm trying to like take advantage of them and not explain things. I make it very, very clear. If I do mess something up, I'm honest right up front with it, and then I fix it immediately. So one of the jobs that I just did, I have done for probably 6 months. I know these people. I've been doing work for long enough. They trust me with the gate code, the garage code, walk in and out of the house. They don't care. They know implicitly I am to be trusted. And so much so that she'll have other contractors talk to me to make sure that I'm helping coordinate things and I'm easing their life. I charge a lot, right? Like I don't have a normal hourly rate, and they don't squabble with my pricing. And it got me thinking about trust. So what is trust? Trust is essentially the ability to break down the barrier between you and another person, where they allow you in a level into their inner lives. There's lots of levels to trust, right? Like I can trust you with the key to my mailbox, but not trust you around my family, my kids, my dogs, anything. But I know that I can trust you at least to go get my mail. That's not a lot of trust, but it's a layer of trust. Because there's some of you knuckleheads that I would never give a key to my mailbox, right? Then there's layers of like, I would feel comfortable telling you things about my family and like knowing some things about me, knowing information, right? That's maybe another level below that. Then there's the trust of allowing you into my space, but still not trusting you enough that I let you free roam. I'm gonna keep an eye on everything you're doing, whether or not you're around my like daughter's room or you're sneaking out back, like what you're doing and making sure you're not like on cigarette breaks while you're charging me by the hour, right? So there's all these layers of like trust that people are constantly evaluating you when you're in their space. But there's this level of trust that is fundamentally walls broken down, just open and like embracing, right? If you have customers that you don't have to be around, the customer doesn't have to be around, they trust you in their house, out of their house, they trust you that they don't even look at your bills, doesn't matter, whatever you invoice, they understand the value. They know that you're not gonna steal anything, they know that you're not gonna tell lies, they know that if you make a mistake, you're gonna own up and fix it immediately. The ability for you to just exist in somebody else's life as like kind of a member of their life in a weird way is a level of trust that I don't think most people take the time to curate. So when I was sitting down this morning, I got on Jobber and I was putting these estimates together. And what's cool about Jobber specifically is like, as I'm doing a job, every time I have a visit, I was able to put in every single day that I was there, all the materials, and it was super simple to put together. So I put a $6,000 bill together in just a few minutes because every time I go out, I'm snapping pictures of my receipts. It's automatically figuring out what my profitability is. But I put several of these things together and I sent them out, and within 10 minutes, they came back paid. My ability to earn revenue and collect, but also track every piece of customer data, gate codes, who billing contacts are, and every property somebody has. Like I can keep everything central for my entire business into this one software. So I think you guys should try it. There's a link in the description below. There's a 14-day free trial. Plus I get you a little bit of an extra hookup, an Electrician price if you use that link. All right, so continuing on. So let's talk about like how you earn trust. Trust is made of several different components, but I think the 5 C's, what I like to call the 5 C's, are something that you should think about, because this is something that subconsciously people don't realize why they trust you. They just do because you do these things. So the first C is your character. Some people might not think about their character at all. They're just playing a character walking through the world, right? But if you think about the things that you want to exude, right? Like, I'm somebody that always follows through and does the things that I say that I'm going to do. I don't lie. I have integrity. I always try to do the right thing, even if no one's watching me, right? Like, just little things like that. Your consistency, the way that you talk to people. If there's an argument, are you aggressive in an argument with a customer, or do you just keep your chill, maintain professionalism, right? Your character, who you are. I think just be genuinely a good human being that walking amongst the world when you're doing things in service of other people. The second C is your competence. Your competency is going to make people feel so much better about having you in their space, in their life, around their kids, trusting you with their massive investment of a home. Do you appear to know what the hell you're talking about? Do you teach the way things are supposed to work, and then when they don't work, teach what the problem is and how the problem works, and then teach why this solution is the solution? Or do you just say, got to replace the service, it's going to be $7,000, right? That doesn't seem competent. That seems like you might be trying to screw me. You're there to exude this confidence that you know the solution because you also know the problem, and you guarantee the solution is going to fix the problem. That's kind of as far as you need to take it. But being educated about all of the theory and the code and the why everything works helps you to arrive at that. So competency, learning, educating yourself, and being competent when you're on a job earns you trust. The next C, number 3, is consistency. If you're not consistent, I can't trust you. I inherently don't trust you, because your follow through actually means something. If you say you're going to be here on Monday morning at 8 o'clock and you don't show up and it's 8:30 and I'm sitting here calling you trying to figure out where you're at, you immediately lose respect in my mind. So your consistency matters. And it's every time, not just one time. A lot of the customers that I deal with hire me, and I'm out there every week or every couple of weeks, every month. So they consistently see me be somebody that shows up when I say I'm going to, that immediately fixes the problem and takes all the pain away, doesn't make more problems, doesn't argue. And so that consistently happens over and over and over. So after a few times of that happening, their guard is completely down. They're just like, dude, come and fix the stuff. I'm going to be out of town. I don't care. The key's under the rug. You're welcome in my house, right? I've built up all of these behaviors consistently over time, and it's earned me trust. The next 4 is care. This kind of goes with character, but care is something a little bit more specific to actually caring and not pretending like you give a shit, right? There's this level where you have to be kind of plastic because you're a professional going in and there's money being exchanged, so you got to act this avatar role of a professional electrician. But if you don't do that and you just connect like a human, a guy that has tattoos, that has a kid, loves to talk about him, and is gonna get married or whatever, if you open yourself up to other people, they will open themselves up to you too. And that bond brings people closer together, so they feel like they can trust you because you're willing to tell them about your own life. And if you're sitting there and they're sitting there and you're at their house for 2 hours and they're on their phone and you're just sitting there working and you don't say a word to them, they're not going to feel connection with you. You might as well just be any other electrician. They're probably not going to hire you back. Care about them, and don't pretend like you care about them. If they can tell you care and they aren't sitting there obviously they don't care, this is all just a front. If they see that you actually care, they are going to trust you. You're going to earn their trust. The next one's going to be the hardest one for a lot of people, and that's candor, the 5th C. If you have the ability to own up to a mistake immediately without letting time pass, without doing it later, people are going to trust you. They're going to look at you and be like, whoa, that dude's stepped up when there was a problem and immediately confronted it. Didn't try to hide, run away, didn't try to blame it on someone else, didn't try to hide it, and then you found it and then there's a confrontation. That's some shady, low integrity, there's a lot of words I want to say. I'm trying to keep this kind of clean. Candor is owning up to your things. Telling people there's a mistake right away and then fixing it right away. It's okay for you to make mistakes. You are a human. Sure, a lot of people aren't going to want you to make a mistake because you're also a professional and you're supposed to know what you're doing, but you're also a human. So if you at least just own it, like own, yes, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I will take care of this. I'll fix it. And make sure you show up and fix it. Don't fix it 17 months later where they keep calling you and you're not fixing it. Just take care of the problem and you earn trust. So enough hollering at you. I love you crazy people. Be good, do good. It's all good. I'll see you in the next one.